Hey there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back. So we are going to look in. I was guided to do a weekend reading to see from the angelic realm. These are angelic messages. What we need to heal that we're unclear of. This is something that you're not realizing that you need to heal for this weekend, okay? So they wanted me to use the same Sea and Salt and Sea Energy deck by Rachel Rubino. I wanted to use another deck, but they said no, use the same deck you used the last time, so that's what I'm doing. All right, so we're gonna look into that, and then we're gonna get some self-care tips at the end, as we usually do. So we're gonna get right into it and see. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good for this weekend. What is it that we need to heal that we didn't know we need to heal? What are we needing to heal that we're not clear about? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, Ascended Masters, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is it that we need to heal that we are, unbeknownst to us, is what I'm hearing for this weekend? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, wow. On the floor. And then in a little bit of a puddle. Oh, my goodness. Okay. We have the mermaid here. Okay. Be careful what you wish for. Manatee, forgiveness, surrender, and release. Okay. Remember, this is what we need to heal for this weekend, unbeknownst to us. Life buoy, don't give up. Help is on the way. All right. Now, all of these can resonate with your story, or only some of these can be. Be honest with yourself and your situation. The Hermit Crab. It is Cancer season, so this is very significant about something, help coming during the Cancer season, or there's some wish that's coming true, and maybe you ask for something and you're like, oh, did you really want this? This one is about resourcefulness and adaptability. Okay. Bottom of the deck. This is why they wanted me to use it again. The helm is at the bottom of the deck. Again, take charge, responsibility, and leadership. Okay, if you didn't watch my previous message that I put out about, yes, this is absolutely meant for you, I highly recommend you watch that message. You watch that video, okay, because this is the card that came out, and now it's at the bottom of the deck. All right, look what's after that. Sea turtle, slow down, be patient and persistent. Okay, so we've got quite a few things that we need to heal this weekend, unbeknownst to us. Okay, so we'll start with the mermaid card. All right, you know, mermaids are those mythical creatures, or we think they are. It's kind of like this energy of, you know, the impossible becoming possible. There could be something that you were hoping to magically appear, and it may come to you in a way that is unexpected, or it may come to you and you'll be like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have wished for that. I'm gonna make an example. Okay, when I was growing up, I was very self-conscious of myself, and I didn't find myself attractive, and everyone knew me as the nice, quiet, very smart girl. I got the straight A's. I played violin, right? Super nerdy. I didn't like that about myself. I was known as the really brilliant one, but I didn't honor that. I didn't value that, right? And I wanted to be the prettier girl, the popular one. I wanted to get more attention, not just from guys, but from like all these other people, have all these friends, right? So what happened was I kept putting that out there because I was actually not focusing on what it is that I already had and being proud of myself, right? And what I had to offer. So when I got to college, everything shifted. According to some other people that I knew growing up, I became more attractive. There was actually somebody who said on my wedding day that I went from an ugly duckling stage to swan. I was like, oh shit, I didn't really realize that. But something happened when I got to college, and apparently they were hearing me. But then I had all this unwanted attention. And then I had people spreading rumors about me, and people were assuming things of me because of my outer appearance, and people weren't valuing me for my kindness, my generosity, and my intellect. You see how that works? Which is why for some of you, be careful what you wish for. Okay, this is a big message for this weekend. Some of you, you're kind of healing from these things and saying, you really want that? Or do you want this? All right, there's something about being patient about something. Remember, taking charge, overall energy, responsibility, and leadership. It's time to step up as a leader. Remember, I talked about in my other video about some of you, you're going to be exalted. You're going to be leading more people. There's going to be a lot more responsibility put on you, and God may be just telling you to slow down or be patient before that happens, because I did say there's a wheel turning here, right, with that Journey song, Wheel in the Sky. There's something that's going to shift for some of you. You're undergoing a huge shift, and something may totally work in your favor, like the Wheel of Fortune. You're like, what just happened to my life? And then you're very busy, you're getting all this attention, and everyone's like clamoring at you, hey, I need your help, this, and this, right? So this could be very well what this is, all right? But there's something about, maybe some of you are wishing for something that is unrealistic, or you are wishing for something but you're not understanding the underlying reasons as you want, why you want that, okay? They want me to read the book for this one real quick, and I was not going to read it, but it says here, mermaids are beautiful water beings that create a great deal of feminine energy. They are known for being magical, mysterious, and charming. Some myths even say that mermaids grant wishes, although one should heed caution because mermaids can be mischievous. If you've been hoping, praying, or wishing for a certain outcome, the mermaid card warns you to be careful what you wish for. In most cases, the universe will not fulfill your wishes directly. If you pray for wisdom, you will not wake up one day with all the answers. Instead, the universe will present you with opportunities to gain wisdom. Likewise, if you pray for love, your soulmate will not show up the next day. Instead, the universe will give you opportunities to express love and compassion where it is needed most. Okay? Take what you will with that, but with everything else that was being channeled, be mindful of what you are wanting to happen. Okay? And remember, when you're wanting those wishes, you're putting those things out there. You've got to take action, step up and take the lead, and start realizing that you have the ability to co-create with the universe, right? So the other one we have is the, I wanted to go in order, manatee, all right? Forgiveness, surrender, and release, all right? This is coming up with the energies of the full moon in Capricorn, okay? Which occurs on July 3rd. So there's something big that some of you need to release, and there's something about forgiveness here. I'm hearing forgive them, hear them out. This is also forgiving yourself, okay? There could be something where maybe you wished for something and it happened, and you're like, you need to forgive yourself for, oh man, I was not expecting this, or I wasn't, I didn't want to come into this situation. But you are saying to yourself, okay, I kind of like overdid it with the wishing, or I overdid it with asking or praying for this, and I did get what I prayed for. But remember, the God is not going to answer our prayers in the way that we're expecting. All right, so there's also something for some of you, you may be praying for something, but you need to be forgiving of yourself and other people before that prayer can be answered. Because remember, when we're talking about prayers being answered and miracles and all these things, we have to be in vibrational alignment with that. And for some of you, it's tying with forgiveness. If there's lack of forgiveness in your heart space, then you are not going to be able to have it clear to where it's vibrating at a high frequency of unconditional love and understanding and compassion. And when there's lack of forgiveness there, that's a low vibrational energy. It's not in alignment with your wishes, with your desires. So for some of you, unbeknownst to you, be careful, because you may think you have forgiven someone or forgiven yourself or something along those lines, or there's still some lingering energy with forgiveness. And this keeps showing up in my readings. And that is because there's still something that needs to be cleared here. There's a deep-seated energy here for some of you where it's just not fully there, and maybe past life related, that it's still coming across in your energy, your aura, and you don't really know it. Maybe you need a past life regression. I do those, but past life stuff where we get down to the nitty-gritty of what it is that may be causing this forgiveness thing. But it's sort of also like, if you already know what it is that you need to let go of, maybe you're holding on to grudges, anger, resentment about something. Maybe you're angry at God, or you're trying to forgive yourself for what you did. And, you know, you might have wished for something or someone to go away, or wished for one thing, and it came to you not in the way that you expected, and you may have pushed that wish away. You may have let it walk out the door. Maybe that's something that you need to forgive yourself for, where you asked for the blessing and God gave it to you in a different package, and you said, no, I don't want it. And it went, shoo. God's like, okay, I gave it to you and you didn't accept it, type of thing. Maybe it has to do with that, okay? If this is you, all right, let go, let God. Say, God, I'm really sorry. You gave me this blessing. I took advantage of it. Or, you know, I wished for this and it's not what I wanted, or I wished for it and it came and it didn't really pay attention to what it was you were giving me, and I let it go, or I didn't take the opportunity, or something like that. It could be a lot of things, all right? So just know that you have to let go and let God. Like, release whatever it is that is keeping you from the act of forgiveness. Forgiveness is very hard for a lot of humans because it is one of the divine qualities, all right? It's at a very high frequency, and people still get stuck in the 3D world thinking that forgiveness makes the other person free and clear of what they did, that you're condoning what they have done, and that is not the case. Forgiveness frees you of your karma. Some of you, you're still not learning your karmic lessons about forgiveness, and for some of you, this has been perpetuated. This has been carrying on through you through lifetimes, and unbeknownst to you, you're thinking that you've done this, but you really haven't. There's some, again, I'm hearing deep seated things within you that you're not realizing that this is still holding on. This is still affecting you, okay? Remember that forgiveness is for you. Why? Because then you don't have to feel that pain and suffering. You don't have to feel that anger and resentment. We feel icky when we're in those energies, right? We're not at peace. In order for the things, for you to receive what it is that you're praying, answering for, you have to be in a state of peace, in a state of happiness, joy, gratitude. People are going to do things to us, and we're going to be like, oh, I can never forgive them for that because they caused this, and that. It was a lesson for you to learn. And if you are a high vibrational being and you know why people do the things that they do, yeah, I know, they shouldn't have done that. They jumped the gun. They assumed something. I forgive them anyway, because I know how they are, and they're. I'm seeing Ellen in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where I was gonna say Carter, where that's my nephew's name, where Clark, it begins with a C, where Clark is saying, he's like, Ellen, I'm in full control, right? Like, I know what I'm doing. And she's like, Lord, please forgive him. He knows not what he does, right? We have to be understanding that people do things, and it's part of their subconscious. It's part of their programming, and they will do something that it's something they haven't learned, or they can't control because they think they can control, or whatever it is. This is a big energy for some of you, okay? So that needs a lot of healing. There's a lot of heart chakra clearing, right? There's a very like low frequency, low emitting light in some of your auras that is being caused by this lack of forgiveness here. It's the time to now surrender, let go, and let God release this energy that is clutching your heart. It's not going to help you in the long run. This is for you. You're going to be like, oh, you know, they did what they did. It's in the past. What are you learning from it? How are you going to grow from it? Get yourself to a state of peace, okay? This could also be, if it's not forgiveness, there's something that you got to let go of. You may be really holding on to a dream, a wish, or something, and it's like, just let go of it. Just go with the divine flow. Trust that the universe will give you the answers, will give you the wisdom, will give you the thing needed to get you there. And it's not going to happen overnight if you're asking for something to happen overnight. God's trying to test you if you're going to be obedient, if you're going to be listening to your intuition. Okay, this is a huge message for me because of what I was thinking about right before I recorded this. And I was actually going to go, I wasn't going to do this when I was guided to do it. And I was like, why? And God's like, listen, surrender. Trust in the divine and keep doing what we called you to do. So we have life buoy. There's anchors on here, right? That could be a message for a lot of you. Anchors about stability, security. Some of you need to anchor into something to kind of like, I'm hearing hold your station, hold the line. I'm also hearing some of you need to pull the anchor out of the ground to keep yourself moving. It depends on your situation. Don't give up. Help is on the way. See, some of you may have been asking for help. Maybe you've been wishing for something to transpire. Let's look at it this way. Some of you have been taking charge. You've been taking responsibility for your life's actions, your life's choices and things. Maybe you've been slowing down, you've been patient, you've just been continuing to go with the flow and letting Jesus take the wheel. But remember, you have to like be able to be physically the physical entity to hold on to the wheel, and the Holy Spirit, God, is gonna be the one to navigate you, right? You're doing your leadership things or whatever this is. If you're not still taking the helm, taking charge, this is another indication that you've got to be following your guidance. And sure, I can't tell you what to do. You have a decision, but if the same messages keep coming up, that is a very huge red flag. And Spirit telling you, we need you guys to understand why these messages are coming up. And my channel, they're not going to go away until people start to realize this is their salvation, this is the way to their promised land, this is the way to peace and bliss and unconditional love and happiness, okay? But anyway, so with the help is on the way. Some of you are like, you've been wishing for something and the universe is not granting it. You've been praying for something, the universe hasn't been granting it. Let's say you're wishing for something to take off so that you can have the money, right? This is a big thing based on money for some of you. All right, some of you need to release this thing about where is the money going to come in? How is this going to happen? And what happens is God's like, you're not going to get the money based of what you're praying, wishing for, right? Let's say your 9-to-5 job, you want this bonus, right? And it's not going to come to you through that. It's going to come to you through some higher thing, through God. There could be help. Maybe somebody is going to give you that money more than what you were asking for, more than what you're praying for, okay? This is like a lifesaver here, right? It's like you may be out there flailing your arms and you're like, I'm gonna drown because I've been swimming all this time. And then all of a sudden it's like, I need something to save me, right? But it's kind of like you're thinking, wishing that something will come in to save you, and it doesn't, because God is like, I need you. You need to rely on God to save you, to give you what you need as your sources apply. Remember, this could be for others of you where you're looking for something else to save you, but you're not taking responsibility for certain things. You're not taking action on certain things. You're not steering the ship and letting God be in the wind in your sails. Some of you, I said this at the last message that I did about you need to put in your work and have God do the rest. But remember, you do your stuff and you do what God has asked you to do, and you just let go, you surrender, you release the outcome. You think about the highest possible outcome, you get into the vibrational energy of that, but you allow yourself to open up a world of possibilities, be accepting of the possibilities, okay? But this is encouragement, all right? Don't give up here. Don't give up, because that help is on the way, but the help is coming in a way that you didn't expect, okay? I do get strong, this like Wheel of Fortune type of energy with this. God's gonna work something out in your favor. Something's about to suddenly take a turn for the better. But that's for those who are doing their part, and you're trusting and listening to what God is telling you to do. And well, your prayers may not be answered, those wishes aren't being granted right away, or it's been years since they've been heard or granted. The birds are confirming what I'm saying. That could be like a huge amount of like opportunities flowing in, or communication coming in out of the nowhere, where that's going to be your help, okay? You can't be given up here. There's something fated here that's supposed to happen. It's alignment of the planets. There's also something, your destiny. God has full control of that, right? You're able to control your thoughts, your emotions, and your choices, right? So maybe help, for some of you, this help is pertaining to someone who can help you to forgive, or help you to surrender and release certain things that are pent up within you that you just can't let go of. All right, I see like a Four of Pentacles energy. It's a little bit selfishness or resistant to change. No, I'm not going to do that. No, that's not actually my salvation. That's not going to free me. It's not going to bring about what I'm really, really looking for. Some of you may be getting like good luck coming in, but it's kind of, there's something else that God wants to give you that's going to be like, you don't really have to be doing all this stuff to get that thing. And I'm trying to come in with something miraculous here is what I'm hearing. Okay, so whatever, remember, be careful what you're asking for, praying for, that wishing, that thing, especially for help. God's going to give you that help, that wisdom to remember the help is coming in a way that you didn't expect. And that help's going to help you to get into vibrational alignment with that thing that God has that is better for you. Yikes. Hermit crab. Resourcefulness, adaptability. Yeah, either something's preventing me from trying to get the truth out, but I'm kind of like really in the zone with what I'm expressing here. So again, with that Cancer type of season energy here, because we are in Cancer season, resourcefulness and adaptability. God could also be very well trying to see if you are resourceful and adaptable to changes, right? So some of you with the healing that needs to be worked on, unbeknownst to you, is a test from God. That's why it's the last card here. Are you coming out of your shell? Are you being able to move from shell to shell here? There's something about oh my goodness. Again, using what you have, being resourceful. It's like, okay, I have this and I have this. I wish I had this. I wish I had that to do this, but I don't. So let me be creative with it. Let me be innovative. Let me be strategic or something. There's something about being innovative for some of you. And some of you may be wishing for these things, and you're saying, if I have this, then I'm going to do this, and then I will take charge. But if God's already giving you what you can use with what you have right now, then do that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, case in point, doing these videos, all right? I use my phone, okay? Everyone talks about on YouTube having the mic and having the equipment, and I thought about getting a mic, and I'm like, do I really need that? Do I need to do these videos with all these cuts in the middle of them, or putting this music in, or doing all these things like everybody does, right? The perfect lighting. The intent is to get the message across. That's the whole point. God doesn't care what I look like on camera. He doesn't care that I have a professional camera to use this, if I have the microphone, I have this, and that. Again, resourcefulness is about utilizing what you already have. Being smart with it. I've got this, I've got that. Okay, this is all that I need, right? Adaptable. Okay, I don't really have this, but I can change this up by doing these things. And if God is telling you to make changes with whatever it is that you're trying to do, trust in what He's doing with that, okay? They want me to read the Life Buoy card. I was going to fall out of the chair. Life Buoy. Earth is like a school for souls. Earth school. Each person on Earth has their own set of life lessons that are meant to challenge and transform them. It's through these lessons that our souls can evolve and expand. If you have been experiencing loss, hardship, or defeat, remember that it is only temporary. You have overcome every single challenge in your life up until now, so this will be no different. So don't give up. Remember that you hold the strength of the entire universe. You are never facing your battles alone because you have a whole team in spirit dedicated to guiding you. You always have God in the angelic realm. They're always supporting you with this. Where's the Hermit? Hermit crabs will change their shells numerous times throughout their lives as they come across more accommodating ones. The Hermit crab encourages you to work within your current resources. If these resources or circumstances are less than ideal, do not worry because you'll come across something better eventually. For now, do the best with what you have. Hermit crabs are also bottom feeders, so they spend most days aimlessly wandering looking for small bits of food. Not everyone is adept to this nomadic way of life, but we have to give the hermit crab credit for its resourcefulness and adaptability. Bottom feeders. Maybe using whatever other people have used and revamping it. Reinvention of something, right? So let's get your self-care message. I split the deck. Worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. Watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. All right, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. Hold on a second here. What's her self-care message for this weekend? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is the wellness message for... Waves of prosperity, new abundance, and exciting opportunities wash over you now. Okay. This is kind of like giving your affirmation, I am prosperous. I'm abundant, right? I'm excited because new abundance and opportunities are washing over me. That could very well be your affirmation for this weekend. I'll try to remember to put it down there somewhere in the video. We have rest. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. This keeps showing up, everybody. For those of you who are my members, okay, my Capella members, you know, with the daily guidance and everything else that I put out there for you guys as my bonus content, this keeps coming up. You're a member of mine. This is a very huge message to rest. Okay, if you're not a member of mine and you want to get exclusive content and get daily guidance messages and all types of other amazing stuff, there are different benefits for every tier. Go to capellawellness.com, click on Capella memberships, and go try out a 7-day free trial. See what tickles your fancy. You have nothing to lose. But there's also information in the description box below and a whole bunch of other things, including the memberships and my packages and all types of goodies. All right. But anyway, okay, self-care. Rest is part of self-care, guys. It helps you raise your vibration and to get into vibrational alignment with what it is you're trying to call in. Rest is a huge part of wellness. Remember, with that, after the helm, slow down, be patient and persistent. Take it easy. The turtle's not trying to get anywhere. Slow and steady wins the race. Rest is always needed, okay? And I know this whole time when my family's been away, I've been like wanting to do all of these things, and God has been doing all this stuff, interrupting my plans to get me to just chill. Right? Because again, some of you, something is already started to shift up there. It's about to shift in the physical for some of you, where things are going to be turning really quickly. Things are going to be moving really fast. It's sudden movement forward for some of you, which is why, and it's getting closer. And if you're a member of mine, you keep hearing this, all right? Take it easy. You've been working hard. No rushing today. No trying to say, I gotta get all this done this weekend. Nope, nope, and nope. You got a backyard, go out there and enjoy it, okay? You can do a little bit of whatever. If you need to be doing a little bit of chores, do that, but take that nap or sleep in for the weekend. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to sleep in. There's nowhere that God said, thou shalt be condemned for sleeping in. It doesn't exist. It doesn't say that anywhere, okay? Why? Because you are trying to come into this abundance. Remember, vibrational alignment is everything. And look what's at the bottom of the deck, divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. But remember, with the miracles, guys, you're praying for miracles, you're praying for things. God's like, let me do my work. Be careful what you're asking for, because you just might get it. And it's not going to be what you really wanted. I'm doing something bigger and better. You've got this abundance coming in, all these opportunities coming in. Like I said, for some of you, it's going to be happening really quickly. Because again, help is on the way. That's also help from God in the angelic realm. When we are resting, that is when they work overtime. This is when you surrender and you allow God to do his part. Resist the need to be busy all the time. And to be having, I need this, I need that, I have to do this, I have to do that. Use what you got. Do with what you have. Okay? This talks about whatever surrounding cards are near this, it's amplifying those energies. So there's something magical happening with that mermaid energy, right? There's some exciting abundance and new things coming up. Look, I turned right to it, everybody. And look, the worthiness card is right next to it. I split the deck and we showed it. New waves of abundance are sweeping over you right now. Observe any ideas that enter your mind at this time, as they may be seeds of a profitable new venture. Also notice any out-of-the-blue phone calls or chance meetings with people who could help you. Why were all the birds going crazy earlier? I said something about communication. You could be getting communication from someone, and it's going to totally change your life. Okay. It's that help that you've been needing, but it's coming to you very differently in unexpected ways. Right? Chance meetings with people who could help you. There's something destined here. There's something that is unexpected. It's a lucky break. It's a lucky chance. This card also means that you're on a success streak. This is an excellent time to begin new ventures. Of course, follow your inner guidance and do appropriate research. You'll see that doors open easily for you and that you're filled with extra confidence and enthusiasm. Practice being a grateful recipient of good. Know that there's an ocean of abundance with no danger that it will dry up. That's this right here. And of course, the rest card. This card asks you to slow down, rest, and be very gentle with yourself right now. Can you cancel your appointments today for part of the day and take a nap? By drawing this card, you're urged to let go of unnecessary activities and to focus on self-renewal. Give yourself a hug, look in the mirror and say, I love you. I promise to treat you with the respect and care that you deserve. You're wonderful. No rushing or time urgency is allowed today. This is a day of sweet kindness where you treat yourself as gently as a baby cradled in your arms. I also heard some of you have children, or some of you literally have a baby. You just gave birth. You recently gave birth to a baby. This is you. Take naps when your baby's taking naps. There's a tendency for some of you. You're very resourceful. You're very adaptable. You're very, you multitask very well. And you may have children or a baby, and you're very good at, like, okay, the baby takes naps, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. If this is you, you're being asked to take the nap when the baby takes the nap, or when your toddlers take naps. That's for somebody specific. Because when you do that, you're allowing God, the divine, the higher power, to work its magic as you're resting. I experienced this on Wednesday when God told me to not do my day off on Friday, which is the day I'm recording this, and take my beach day on Wednesday. God made the weather completely clear. Did not storm until I literally pulled up into the driveway around 9:30 p.m. when I got back from my glorious day in the ocean. And I was resting, and I was enjoying the time with God, beach, doing things for myself. And I saw some insane, magical things happen that day, one right after the other. I actually had to remember to journal about it because stuff was happening that you can't make it up. And I know God was like, he was telling me, I need you to take it easy, Jess. I was standing out in the sand. I went in the water. It felt glorious. I ate my ceviche that day. I'm a huge ceviche fan. I got my bubble tea, right? I talked to some amazing people. I got some free stuff from these wonderful people who were there. But that wasn't the point. I was connecting with these people, and I was just seeing the magic of the universe. And I started to realize that magic within myself to create that amazing day, right? God was saying, just rest. There's magic while you're resting, as you are allowing yourself to be in a peaceful state. It's stillness, it's mindfulness. And when God sees you, okay, you can take it easy because you've been working hard. You deserve to rest. You deserve to be still. You deserve to have a beach day. And then God was telling me all these other things. And all this other magic stuff that started to happen during the day, and stuff really started to be, oh my God, what is this, later on in the day. Okay. And things have been magical. God's working, and he's showing me all these things. When he tells me to rest, I rest. And I know we're not used to that. And I know with where I'm at, I want to be doing all these things because I'm thinking I have to be working, I have to be doing videos, I have to be doing all this stuff to keep the business going or to keep myself out there and all this stuff. And God's like, no, you don't. That's a societal thing. It's societal conditioning. We got to be on all the time. We got to be cranking out stuff all the time, right? And honestly, I sat here wondering I was going to do something that I didn't feel was right within me to do about what I was going to record, what I was going to ask. I talked to my archangels, I talked to God, and I said, what do you really want me to be conveying here? What do you really want me to be channeling? And I changed my question. I'm not going to tell you what the question was before, because I was thinking I needed to do that type of reading, that type of message, and God's like, nah, that's not it. Okay? Remember, this is the key to magic happening in your life. Be careful what you wish for. Because you just might get it. All right? But again, I'm hearing tidal wave of blessings. And if I've been saying this a lot to my members, guys, pay attention. If God's been telling you to rest, you continue to do this, because for some of you, there's going to be a tidal wave of abundance and opportunity. So it's just going to knock you rolling around the shore. Okay? There's a lot of this coming for some of you, because some of you are already doing the resting and there's all this divine magic happening. Again, when we do nothing, God is doing something, but He really starts working overtime to get these things to you. And again, there's some help along the way, but remember, you've got to resist the need to force the thing to happen, to force the dream to come true, to force the prayer to happen. All right? God is not expecting you to be doing every little thing to make your dreams come true. He's expecting you to rest while He does the impossible. He does the stuff that you cannot do to bring about whatever this is. There's magic within you when you are resting. That is what a lot of us are not really understanding of. Okay. So I hope this helps you. If you would like to sign up for a membership, check out the description box below. Go to capellawellness.com and check out my site. No harm, no foul. If you have any questions you have for me, my email address is in the description box, but you can directly chat with me on my free mobile app, and the link to that is in the description box as well. And you can get some free guidance and other free things there if you so wish. There's no tie to anything if you sign up there. I don't bombard you with stuff. It's not a bait and switch thing. But if you decide that you want to unlock all the bonus content in there, you can sign up for a paid membership, and just choose whatever your heart is drawn to. There's a wealth of information there. Like, I really put my heart and soul into the extra work that I do as part of the memberships. It's also more so mentorships, really, as opposed to memberships. I'm teaching when I put out that extra content, okay? So you can connect with me directly in the app. Again, that is free. So go check out capellawellness.com and come to me with any questions you may have. That concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best day always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jazz from Capella Wellness, starring out.